Hi, I'm Charlie with Precision Matthews, and while we've talked about safety here and there, it really should be priority number one. So I think we're due for a full video on safety best practices when working in the machine shop. We thought a fun way to do that was for our safety guy, Gabe, to put together some video shots that I can talk over for a bit. Let's get started. You can set yourself up for success before you even step into the shop by dressing properly. Hard-toe footwear is advisable, and you'll find out why the first time you drop a milling vise or lathe chuck on your foot. Watches and jewelry are better left at home or in your toolbox. I know wearing wedding rings keeps the women away, but Gabe does that himself by describing degloving injuries to them and auditing their jewelry for anything that could get caught in machines. And we joke about safety squints, but you only get two eyes and they've got to last your whole life. So just find some safety glasses that are comfortable and don't fog up, and wear them all the time. You'll need a face shield for grinding, as those discs can break apart at incomprehensible speeds. You're supposed to wear safety glasses under this too, but I chose the take where Gabe is doing the wrong thing so that you can all yell at him in the comments. Now there is such a thing as too much PPE. Gloves like this are great for material handling and many maintenance tasks, but not to be used once spindles start turning. If gloves are needed, the most you should use are these nitro gloves that can rip if they get tangled in something spinny. Gabe gave me this shot of his Hulk Hogan routine to demonstrate that these would rip if they got caught in something. I was more of a Randy Savage kid, but rest in peace to the Hulkster nonetheless. Speaking of entanglement risk, it's not a problem for me, since I've been balding since I was a teenager. And it's not a problem for Gabe's tidy coif, but some people have long hair, and that needs to be tied back at all times in the machine shop. And I've known some Appalachian gunsmiths with beards long enough to worry about at the lathe. A couple rubber bands, and even tucking it into the front of their shirt keeps them from taking a chin-first ride on the forbidden Ferris wheel. We've sacrificed my Spirit Halloween wizard wig to demonstrate what a bad day you'd have if this were connected to your head. That covers how to dress and prepare yourself for the machine shop. Now how about some reminders and best practices? The obvious one, since we're at the lathe, is to never leave the chuck key in the chuck. If you forget, leave it in, and turn the lathe on, that chuck key becomes a projectile. And we're trying to avoid projectiles of all kinds in the shop. Another one that seems obvious, but gets overlooked way too often, don't leave a running machine, even for a second, even just to grab a tool across the shop. If you have to leave the machine, finish your cut power, and leave the machine in a safe state. I'm the guy who helps you get new parts if you crash your lathe, and more than half the stories I hear start with, I just stepped away for a second, and all of a sudden. Let's make sure that nothing happens all of a sudden. Another one that should be obvious, but hand injury data says otherwise. Metal chips are hot. Metal chips are sharp, even if they look like fun confetti. Don't clear them, move them, or otherwise interact with them with your bare hands. I call these next two, machines don't care where you're standing. Reminder that power feeds move on their own. And our cameraman would like to thank Gabe for sacrificing his body to get the perfect shot. And if you have a Z-axis power feed on a knee mill, make sure that this spring is present and functional. Our male viewers specifically can probably guess why. Who am I kidding? All our viewers are male. And finally, electrical current is just trying to find a path to ground. It's your responsibility to make sure that no part of your body is in that path. So cut the power, unplug the machine, or otherwise de-energize any machine that you're opening up for maintenance or repair. While we're on the subject of electrical safety, if you're in a facility where more than one person is working, it should have a lockout-tagout policy in place. The full details of that are beyond the scope of this short video, but the number one rule is that absolutely no one should remove a lock other than the person who placed that lock. There should be no, yeah, this is Nico's lock, but I'm pretty sure he went home already. There's no, yeah, I think Marlena said she was done, so I got her key off the toolbox and energized the machine. These are cardinal sins of shop safety, and if you remember one thing about lockout-tagout, make it that. So there you have it. Now this is by no means a complete guide on safety, but we wanted to put this video out to at least give a baseline to work from. You can go down some OSHA handbook rabbit holes, and I encourage you to do that to learn more. Knock on metal, but the worst injury I've ever had in the machine shop resulted in just a few stitches and some tough blood stains on my work pants. I hope to keep it that way, and I hope you all stay vigilant and stay safe yourself. As always, thanks for watching. One more best practice for our product engineers specifically. Don't distract the machine operators when the machines are running.
Hey, I wanted to talk to you about this part that you just made. These two pockets are a few microns too thick, and these chamfers, I explicitly denoted that it was supposed to be 29 degrees. These are 30-degree chamfers, and it's gonna mess up all of my force balance equations.
Hey engineer, how about you figure out the force balance equation of my foot going up your